Action.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Brendan,
I'm James.
and we're the Jacks of Nothing.
Welcome. So today is podcast number 2. 3? Podcast 3.
Podcast 2.
2.
Yeah,
2?
today is podcast 2. Don't get it wrong. 2 thumbnail right there, autofocused and everything.
Darkness out.
All right, and
we're back.
there we are. Oh
Nope.
no, they lost us.
There we
Okay.
go.
There we go. We're back.
Okay.
Sorry for the guys listening on SoundCloud. We're looking straight into the camera and
We lost focus.
yeah, we're just talking to the camera.
Okay, so today I want to talk about technology and where it's leading towards and what we're doing with it.
Yeah, so our previous podcast, we talked about a lot of technology stuff about the present. So where technology is today. So we want to try to focus on where technology is going, talking about what we want to see out of technology in the future, and where we foreshadow technology going.
If you want to hear our first technology podcast, go to SoundCloud to find it, please.
Yep.
Okay. So right now we're seeing a trend in technology where we blew up in the last maybe 8 years, 7 years, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Everything picked up so fast after the smartphone was announced. We've got smartphone VR headsets. We have smartphone control systems. So many small things have happened in a fast-paced way.
Yeah, I mean, like, one testament to it is I'm a marketing student, and social media it never existed. Digital marketing never existed.
It wasn't a trend. It was never a thought before.
It kind of came out, at least to me, it kind of came out when Facebook came out, and then all of these other companies followed along. Twitter, Instagram, all of these other companies started coming along because Facebook was so successful, and so things like that, you know what I mean? Like, it just takes that one change to change the whole industry. The way we make sales today is so different from how we used to do it in the past. The internet wasn't even that big of a deal at one point in life. I was too young to remember any of that, but
like, no, I remember the internet before we had it.
Yeah.
It was literally
like it
a dozen websites. You could literally use eBaum's World for most video content.
Yeah.
We didn't have YouTube for the longest time until what, 20
Yeah, there wasn't
2007?
I can't even remember when I started using
YouTube. I think it was on YouTube in 2007.
But before that, whenever we needed something, we would have to go out to different websites to kind of piece together a puzzle.
Newgrounds and eBaum's World.
Yeah, Newgrounds.com, eBaum's World. What was that? Mojo something?
Mojo?
Is it not? No.
I
whatever it is.
There's so many old ones we had to go through.
Yeah, so we had to go through 10 different websites to find the kind of content that we now find on websites such as YouTube, and just doing a straight Google search. I mean, Google on its own, it's something so simple, but if you live without Google, you'll realize what a big deal it is. Wow.
Sorry about that. I had to fix something.
Yeah.
The autofocus is killing me. So the technology has now progressed from a point of nothing to everything. We have literally are now able to connect to people across the world through Skype or even Facebook Live, Instagram Live. Everything now is live. You could have a chance to talk to someone across the world. Hell, I mean, we have a chance to talk to you from wherever you are, from wherever we are.
Some might even say it's too much, but it depends on how you look at it. I mean, 30 years ago, you might even say that the dawn of the computer was too much. You know, like we don't need that. But if you look at it in a different perspective, if you think about it, though, we have HTC Vive, computer graphically talking to someone through a VR headset now. Yeah, like some people look at it as death of humanity, but I think it's just
the growth of humanity.
It's a part of evolution. We don't just evolve physically; we also evolve technologically and culturally.
Yeah.
If we don't have this, we're gonna be stuck. I mean,
my biggest fear, honestly, is stopping the thought of humanity from progressing. If we don't progress fast enough, I'm scared that we might come extinct from our own stupidity.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, in my opinion, it's self-control. I mean, it's up to you if you want to let it could be anything. It's not just with technology. You see this with drugs and stuff. I mean,
We're not comparing technology to drugs.
yeah,
So,
but I'm just saying,
the
like,
thought of it, like
like the
you
way,
can compare this to working out as
yeah,
well. Like
yeah,
too much of something is bad, but of course, always in moderation and control and
yeah,
in self awareness, it does help us get farther in life than it would normally just doing something
yeah.
else.
It's all about your perspective and the amount of control you have over yourselves. Like a lot of people say that technology is destroying us. No, people, the way people use technology is destroying us. It's up to you how you want to use what you're given.
It's the fear of people not progressing.
Yeah.
That doesn't want that might stop technology from happening.
Yeah.
We want humans to progressively move farther away from each other or even closer together. It's depending on how we want to do things. Like there's parts of Earth that I can't be untouched because they're scared of being socially abandoned. They
Yeah.
want people around them still, or even people who are socially awkward that want to hide away do want some form of contact in a form of fashion, be it culture, pop culture, anything that is possible. We are moving apart at the same time. We are getting closer together as humanity grows.
And the way I look at it too, with a lot of the automation that's taking place right now, we're not seeing nearly the kind of scale that it has the potential to be. In the future,
automate cars,
automated everything. I'm talking about like Minority Report, like the car drives itself. You know, the computer finds
Mercedes doing that also.
Yeah, like the computer finds the freaking
people going wrong.
Yeah, the wrongdoers and stuff.
Well, we do like security. Security is always good.
Yeah,
it's just the hands of people if it's put in.
Yeah, but my point is that where I see technology going, it's going to take over our lives, yes, but it's not going to draw us further apart. It's actually going to bring us really close together from what I see, because
I think it'd be better security,
a lot of the
better lifestyle living.
Yeah, but it's also going to be all the jobs that need to be done are going to be automated, so you have more time to be with the people that you love to be with. You have more time to travel the world.
You be safer,
and we'll figure out how to make money down the line. I'm sure that humans have survived for so many years, and we'll figure out how to get over that. Maybe we won't even have money, but whatever. Let's think of it this way. We'll deal with it as it comes.
There's one thing I want to talk about. So we now have automated cars. The reason we have automated cars is to have a safer driving environment. If humans are the factor of imperfection. If a car is automated and they are able to determine the safest route, the quickest route, and each car is automated, that means no one has to drive, no one has to think, no one has to be consciously aware or afraid of hitting someone or hitting something. The fact that a fear is a driven factor in driving, someone freaks out, hits the gas pedal too hard, hits the brakes too hard, causes an accident,
and it's also emotion, right?
Yeah.
Like you have a bad day at work and that translates into bad driving.
Yeah, so the fact that that's taken away, that factor is gone, it changes a lot. So it's helpful. Also, the fact that we have automated control, like security systems, automated control of different aspects of the world.
More control of your life. I feel like that's where it's going. Like the security systems, you can go travel the world and still be able to see what's going on at home. If people in Canada, if you've seen the Rogers commercials, like keeping an eye on
the Ring
or the Ring camera. You can pay attention to what's going on at home even when you're not at home. So that's a cool feature. Just being able to control what's going on,
be secure.
Yeah, and know exactly what's going on in your house or with your kids
or around you.
Yeah, so it's just a peace of mind.
And the peace of mind saves everything.
Exactly.
If you want to know what's happening anywhere in the world, you at least know you can get to it and have control of it.
So at the end of the day, it's really how you perceive technology and how what your perspective on technology is, or on anything. Everyone's got a different perspective on different topics. As James says, addiction could be a really bad thing. And if you talk about, for example, working out, it's really good for you. But if you're addicted to it, I don't know. You know what I mean?
At
It's
some point you could hurt yourself.
yeah.
Things can happen.
So
It's
anything needs
Murphy's law, right? Murphy's law. Anything that can happen will
action
happen.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, is that
Murphy's law.
action reaction? No,
For every action there's a reaction. For every
Ah.
reaction there's an action. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
um
But things will happen. Things could happen. But
Yeah, like
technology
needs to be-
is taking out the factor of doubt, of worriedness, or
yeah.
a problem that could ever happen. The cool thing now, there's robots that are being developed to help in the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
So in the medical field, they now have a surgical robot that will not move no matter how hard it was been pushed, jostled, or touched by a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So say you need this piece of your body to be held, like a tendon. A robot can hold a tendon for you.
There's like zero shake.
Yeah.
You know, people have blood circulating through us, and we also have nervousness. And
So when they have
different
tendons
factors
being
that
reattached to each other.
contribute to us moving our body and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we are not perfect, and we will never be able to hold anything perfectly still.
Some can.
Whereas,
some can.
but not like
Well,
perfectly. Like
that's what the
you know
doctors are for.
That's where machines you can tune a machine to be absolutely precise and with zero shake at all.
So-
Humans, you can't do that. You can't.
So the robot will hold your tendons or hold a piece of blood vessels together in place, while the doctor surgically attaches the other piece to it. Having this ability to control control alone does so much for the whole medical field. It's astounding to me.
Yeah.
Also,
and it's gonna help you out in the end. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna make your medical bills cheaper, because now instead of paying some guy to do whatever, like who knows, just check why you're coughing or something like that, or something stupid. Now you have a robot,
they're able to help
to at least help. You know what I mean? That it would mean a little less employment, but again, where something happens with employment, in a different area it'll help out. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say is,
I found an article.
it'll spread itself out.
So I found an article online that says there's certain robots that are able to be controlled from halfway across the world. So that this will mean you'll always have the best doctor at no matter where you are. So say you have
so it could be like a doctor, for example, in India or something, controlling the robot in America.
In a war.
Yes.
So
they don't have to be in the war zone. They could be at home and controlling the robot.
Yeah, they can diagnose you, they can see you, and then they can operate on you using these certain tools.
Because it's a robot, yes, but it's also got the human intuition as well.
I think it's called master-slave programming. So the master controls and the slave thinks and reacts accordingly to how he dealt with.
Yeah, so it's almost like voodoo, I guess. Like you're sitting at home playing doctor, and a robot somewhere across the world is actually doing the actual work and taking the bullets and whatever.
That's actually much safer, I think, because like we have had an abundance of doctors. Yes, a lot of students are now trying to become doctors to help out in the world. But at the same time, there's a lot of war zones that are out there, and they're terrified of going to the war zones.
Yeah.
We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on students to go through doctor and medical school to become the best of their class, and we sent to the war zone and be killed within the next 10 days after. Which is terrifying.
Or like doctors are just